Dr. Emily Joyce Kitabu, Commissioner Ambassador Alan Sumunga, Commissioner Major General Vincent Mukanda, Commissioner Ambassador Ndioi Mutiti, the Electoral Officer, political party representatives, Your Excellencies, heads of delegations, monitors and observers, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, as we had earlier indicated, that moment is here. Without further ado, allow me to ask the Chief Electoral Officer to invite the chairperson of the commission to give a few remarks. We'll go straight into the announcement of the received results. Chief Electoral Officer, over to you.
Good afternoon once more. Allow me to write up the protocols that have been provided. My pleasure and honor to call upon the Commission as we have indicated in the moment of announcing the results, have the right and we hope that the response as soon as known, which will advise as we proceed. Honorable. Well, thanks very much. No, Mr. Chief Electoral Officer. The Vice of the Commission, Dr. Emily Joyce Kitabu, Commissioner Ambassador Sumunga, Commissioner Major General Vincent Mukanda, Commissioner Ambassador Ndioi Mutiti, Chief Electoral Officer, political party representatives, Your Excellencies, heads of delegations, monitors and observers, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you to this session. As we all are aware, the country went to the polls yesterday, and the Commission has been providing constant updates on the developments through the Chief Electoral Officer. It's important to note that we have experienced high voter turnout and take this opportunity to thank all voters across the country who turned up yesterday into this morning to exercise their right to vote. The Commission is indeed grateful, as this is what we have always looked forward to. Let me re-emphasize the CEO's earlier remarks in his address that all the 12,152 polling stations across the country opened yesterday, and the voting continued into the night until this morning. Results have started coming in, and that is why the Commission is now here to announce the first set of the results that have been received. We continue calling on members of the public to remain patient as the Commission is doing everything, including all the due diligence processes, to ensure that we announce and declare the results in 72 hours as earlier indicated to you. So, with those few remarks, I wish to thank you for your patience and to call upon the Vice Chairperson to make a few comments. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Allow me to ride on the protocols observed. The Commission is aware of the anxieties out there in relation to the results. Our CEO has belabored this point, but I wanted to mention something that I think is important for all of us to understand. Counting of the results is manual. ballot paper. Agents look at it. They look at the ballot paper and say, yes, it is stamped. They look at where the X is placed and they say this is valid, one by one, until they get 90,000 votes counted. In constituencies where the numbers are very high, you can imagine the work that the poll staff do. And so the commission is saying to the nation, give us time. The results will be announced. And you may think that we are delaying deliberately for one reason or the other. We have no interest in who wins or not. What is important for the commission is
Go back to the signal. kushwa because ule tifelo zote.
Jump one little detail of the process. We're going to spell the entire broth. With your permission, once again. This concern is not only coming from the UPND, but as you have heard, what sounds to be people heckling is a concern by a lot of other stakeholders. Now I seek your indulgence to please raise this matter, and then you will respond. Once you've responded, and when we are satisfied, we'll gladly run at your pace. Once again, I'm seeking your permission to raise the concern so we can move in one accord. Thank you.
Mr. Nkombo, can you proceed and make it brief?
All right, Mr. Rizzi, please come and raise your hand.
Thank you so much, Chief Electoral Officer. The results that have been given for FERA are different from what our people on the ground are telling us. And these results have not been followed by the record of proceeding. They have not been followed by Gen 20B. And we have not sought to approve or to verify these results so that we agree that these results are correct. We are still that side. We are only being told that the results are being announced here. We are objecting to this result for FERA because it's different from exactly what we are being told by people on the ground, and it has not been supported by the record of proceedings and the Gen 20B. I submit.
Yes, that is it. This is representing not only the UPND, but as you may want to imagine, we can only have one voice at a time. So those who are concerned with our concern, may I request you to raise your hands so that you can understand that the players who you asked to wait for the verification exercise, which has not happened, are objecting to you proceeding. So it is only in order, it is only respectable, it is only respectful to the stakeholders and those people who woke up yesterday at 1 a.m. to go and cast their votes, that you go through the entire meal, the entire process, that will leave everybody happy. You may now answer to our concern. Okay.
New Heritage Party. I'm very surprised. As stakeholders, we're also very surprised that you told us to go upstairs to wait for verification of the FERA constituency, and we're told that maybe Patricia Rwanda will come, but the Taken Command will come and address us. We've been waiting for 30 minutes, nobody has come, only to hear that the results are being announced. One hour. No, it's not right. We take strong exception to that. That's not the way we should do things. We should do things correctly and procedurally. We're waiting there, somebody tells us no, that they're beginning now to announce the results. Why should we do that? We need to apologize for that.
Thank you for that. Thank you, well noted. Allow us to proceed. Let me provide some guidance to this. One of the reasons why you're given that form is that you need to verify with your agents. And it's important that you understand processes before you even raise them. And it's for this matter that the Commission will retreat now to be able to guide you on different processes. What we note is a lack of understanding of those processes on your part. When it comes to verification, please, let's have order. Let's have order, please. Let's have order. We gave you an opportunity to speak. Allow the Commission to speak. During verification, our stakeholders, what you're supposed to do is, because you have deployed polling agents at every polling station,
You are given verified. We would like to thank you very sincerely for. I'm still addressing you.
Hello, don't go.
Excuse me.
Don't walk.
We are still addressing the commission.
That attitude is not right.
Just going.
Was there an indication as to how many constituencies they were about to announce before the interjection happened?
They did say they were going to announce 2 sets of constituencies. Now, I believe that was to mean 2 constituencies that were about to be announced by the Electoral Commission of Zambia before the objection.
Are we able to get the feelings of some of the stakeholders within the auditorium before we let you go, John?
Well, you can get my feeling. It's quite tiring, I must tell you, Danny, because the media, the observers, and everybody have been waiting here from as far back as yesterday. As you may be aware, we've been doing these updates from yesterday, and we continue giving these updates here. So it's quite exhausting, but I can assure you that there is quite a tension around here, and you can cut it through with a knife, Danny, because the stakeholders that have been opposing to these results being announced are quite emotional about this matter because they say they've not been consulted. So at the moment, it's nerve-wracking, I believe, because the results are expected to have started being announced by 10 hours, and it's not yet been announced. The Electoral Commission of Zambia consistently says why, but the latest one, I think, has been the most dramatic thus far, which was basically an objection for the results to be announced. That's a first, I must add, Danny.
John, I'd also like to know from you, any word as to when we might hear from the ECZ again?
Well, that is not being concluded because right now the stakeholders that were objecting to the results being announced are not in the auditorium at the moment. And my guess is just as good as yours, but I want to believe this is to signify that the Electoral Commission of Zambia and these stakeholders must be meeting. But I must also tell you that it didn't end on the most exciting note because the stakeholders still tried to engage the Electoral Commission of Zambia high table, the commissioners, but the commissioners were not having it. They just kept walking away from the stakeholders, that they kept on running questions that have not been answered.
Okay, thank you so much, Jonah. We'll keep in touch and also, keep us updated as events do keep unfolding over there at the Mulungushi International Conference Center.
Thank you so much, Danny.
Okay, so dramatic scenes. Commissioners walking off the high table, following what has been taken as unacceptable practice to announce the results before they have been verified by the various stakeholders present right now at the international